Yo, what is up, guys? MattWic here. We are back in NHL 25 with our Quebec Draft Kings here at the draft after a disappointing exit in the Eastern Conference Finals to the New Jersey Devils. But it probably would have just been a disappointing exit in the Stanley Cup Finals because New Jersey, who dog-walked us, got dog-walked themselves by Colorado 4-0 to give Colorado nice back-to-back Stanley Cup championships. Let's take a look at the awards because we did have some big boys winning some awards. So Callie Palson with another Art Ross, another Hart Memorial Trophy. So he is winning those regular season awards, but he needs to turn that in to playoff success. Cale Makar continues his dominant run in the NHL as the best defenseman to ever do it. He's probably going to go down as one of the best defensemen, if not the best to ever do it, because I believe he's won the James Norris every single year of this franchise so far. He is also back-to-back Conn Smythe Trophy winner. It's just ridiculous, these day one rosters that we have here with NHL 25. So Cale Makar, congratulations, first ballot Hall of Famer. Vezina Trophy goes to our boy Carter George. So very interesting to see there. We have back-to-back Vezina Trophy winners with Joel Blomqvist and Carter George there. As you can see, Blomqvist was on the team previously, but we traded him for a first-round pick that's going to be in this year's draft. Masterson, Jack Adams goes to the Penguins. Matty Berniers gets the Selke. Callie Palson gets his third straight Ted Lindsay Award, so that is cool to see. So we're definitely on the right track. We're winning a lot of awards, but we don't have that one that we want the most. And of course, Austin Matthews wins the Maurice Richard after his dominant season. But like I said, we get two first-round picks in this one, guys. The 23rd and the 31st. With the 31st, we should be able to snag a beast of a player who's projected to go in the second round, but we're going to snag him up there in that first round just to get our nice little draft steal in there. But with the other pick, there's no real good players that I want at that spot, so I'm going to look to maybe move up with our first, our second, and our third to maybe get up to the 12 spot to see if we can snag a player there, because there are a couple that I have my eye on. One dude that has a great name, and then another guy who I'm very interested in. But let's get into the draft. Let me see if I can make that trade to move up to that 12 spot, somewhere around that range, and see if we can land the guys that we want at the top half of the draft. All right, guys, here we go. We are into the draft. I got the business done, and the first pick is done as well. The LA Kings, who moved up from 6 to 1, get Jackson Perez, 82 overall, 50 goals, 40 assists for him. Power forward, solid all-around stats there, and 3 superstar abilities. Wow, so an interesting little pick. We'll see if he's able to develop. Like I said, we got the deal done. We were able to move up from 23 to 12. It cost us the 23rd overall pick, obviously, that we had this year from Detroit, a second-round pick this year, and a third-round pick next year. But we already have a ton of prospects in the system, so giving up that capital doesn't really hurt me a ton. We already have a ton of players on our roster who aren't going to be going anywhere anytime soon, so we should be able to make good use of that pick and the 31st that we have in this draft. So let's get back to our pick, see if our boy survives. I think he's projected number 14, so hopefully he does, but you never know with the way this draft goes sometimes. Sometimes they surprise me and they grab a nice little pick. A couple decent players go there at the top. This does look like a weaker draft class than normal. Holy shit, number 4 Spencer Tripp, 6'5", 213, 65 overall, defensive defenseman, high top 4. San Jose, let's see, can you make them pay? Yes, they can make him pay. Ali Winnick, 44 goals, 58 assists, playmaker with the great breakaway finishes there. Oh, man, look at those skating abilities, too. So get that defensive awareness up a little bit, and this guy's going to be a stud. So, oh, man, Canadiens miss again. Yikes. Good to see the rival. Taking terrible picks. Lubomir Chara snagged up there. Sniper with a great shot, great speed, really good defensive awareness, or good defensive awareness and offensive awareness, I should say. But that looks like a hell of a player at 6. So 6 and 5, Jesus, better than 2 and 3 for sure. Number 1, hey, maybe a little questionable if you want the power forward or the playmaker or the sniper. But Montreal, might be the biggest miss I've seen so far in a draft in NHL 25. Let's see what Columbus does here. 77 overall defensive, 18 years of age. 18 years of age. Jeez. So just for the high potential over the medium potential, is it worth the 12 overall difference from year 1? Yeeks. Montreal with the big miss there. Like I said, good to see the rivals, though, with the misses. Abel Hay there going to Minnesota. Let's see, Zanetti here. Oh my god, Montreal's pick looks even worse. Dwayne Zanetti goes here to the New York Rangers. Solid player there at pick 9. Calgary Flames, who do they end up grabbing? Ooh, medium elite, Thomas Kopitz, 17 years of age, playmaker, very nice. Would like to have him in our Calgary GM mode, although we kind of got a guy like that in Boganecki, but no medium elite for him. Lindenbach goes here, Magnus Lindenbach. This was a guy I was also looking at, but not the guy I wanted specifically. Now we have a little bit of a decision to make. The guy I want is Serge Dagenais, Dagenais? Dagenais? Is it just another way to say it? Oh, sorry. And then the guy that I said had the one of the best names, Tiny Likens here. So he likens. He is a sniper out of the WHL. Looks like a solid player, but it's not the direction we are going to go. The guy whose name I can't pronounce, who's going to piss everybody off in the comments section. He's 2 years away. Possible 2-bar medium elite. Like I said, the guys at the 23rd spot just didn't look like they were going to get it done. And I figured this guy, if we could trade up to get him, would be a solid prospect. It's not like we need him immediately. It would just be nice to have him in the system for maybe next year or the year after that. But he's 2 years away, so we'll see what he comes out to be. But let's go ahead. This is our pick, correct? Yep. So let's go ahead and get our boy, Serge Dagenais. I'm gonna say it's Dagenais. I think that's right. It's just a different way. It's just, I'm not normally used to seeing it spelled Desjardins, so I guess it just threw me for a little bit of a loop here. But from the QMJHL, get on my team, Serge. Let's see what he comes out to be. So, 71 overall, medium top 6. So not the player I was really hoping that we would get, but not bad, honestly. Two-way forward, solid. We need guys like that. We already have enough scorers in the roster, so I'm not terribly upset about that. He's pretty much on the fringe in terms of every stat. So I mean, by next year, he could be like a 74, 75 overall, playing down there in the queue. So hopefully he keeps developing there. So a little bit of a letdown in terms of what I was hoping for. I'm interested to see what that Vokoun comes out to be, just because we didn't have him scouted at all. But like I said, with 31, we should make a massive hit with that pick. We have a very nice prospect that we have pretty well scouted. So let's go back a couple more picks that we missed out on. Vokoun, 72 overall offensive defenseman. Okay, doesn't really hurt me too much. It would have pissed me off if he came out as like an 80 overall. I'm interested to see what Tiny Likens comes out to be, though. He should be going, yep, right here, 67 overall, medium top 6. So again, not really a bad pick by us there. It would have been nice to have the guy with the funnier name, but we are in Quebec, so I figured we got to add some more French nationals to the French-Canadian nationals to the roster there, because we've been lacking on that just a little bit. But let's go ahead and sim back to this 34th pick here. Ooh, Chiodo. Logan Chiodo goes here to Edmonton. Low elite playmaker. Very nice pick right in front of our faces, but that was not the guy that we want to take. We do have Francois Jacques, or Jacques, I think it would just be pronounced. Man, there's going to be a lot of asterisks in the comments for this one. Nothing else really too crazy here. 65, 66. There's Delorier. 66, Tiny Likens. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab our guy. Like I said, this is going to be the steal of the draft. I know you're tired of hearing it, tired of seeing it on the videos, but Viktor Zarkov, 6'3". I think, is that Estonia? Is that their flag? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if it says it down at the bottom. No, it does not. But look at the skill assessment. Unreal. No weaknesses. 200-foot game offensive creativity, playmaking ability, which is very interesting. Wonder if he comes out as a playmaker. And he is listed at NHL ready. He's 2-bar bottom 6, but I think he's going to be a lot better than that. Viktor Zarkov, get on the team. What is he going to come out to be? 77 overall, two-way forward. Ooh, okay, so maybe in a year or two, or maybe in a year, he can be ready to play in the NHL and give us some cap relief if we start running into any issues there. Get some young blood on the team, and he looks pretty solid, to be honest with you. Like, that's very well-rounded stats. I wouldn't be opposed to playing him in the NHL year one if we needed to. But let's see who our Demons take here. The Devils take another Parise, so getting him back into the organization. Defensive defenseman, boo, 62 overall, suck. And Colorado, don't tell me they got like an elite guy or somebody like that. They don't need any picks after what they've done so far over. Okay, so we're fine. 62 overall, medium top 9 guy, so I'm not too torn up about that at all. I believe we traded away our only second-round pick So let's just go back and take a look, and then we'll skip through this round. Yes, we did. So let's go ahead, sim option, sim to next round. And we do also have some interesting guys at the end of the round. Since the person in the comments has told me that you can sort by height and weight, I have been doing that quite frequently. Nice little pick there by Minnesota. Feel like they always hit on these elite guys in the later rounds. But we have two very tall players who I'm very interested to see what they come out to be. 76 overall, Kirill Wallin. I did not have him scouted to be this good. Offensive defenseman. Holy shit, this blows my steel out of the water, kind of. Lefty, righty for the Islanders here. Offensive defenseman, no abilities though, but low elite, 76 overall. How old was he? 18 years of age. Hell of a pick there. Another low elite here to the Florida Panthers, 17 years of age. Vitaly Zubov, so Russia's just floating them all out there right now. Anybody else here in this second round? It's been a star-studded second round. Medium elite grinder Derek Caldwell to Columbus. Oh my goodness, they're having themselves a day. Medium elite goaltender here to the Philadelphia Flyers. Boo. And then thank goodness nobody crazy there for the Avalanche. Let's go ahead, pick 97 here. We got, I was going to say, is it Ryden Wang? Nope, Rylan Wang. There with the pick there, 66 overall, 66 Rykos. So some decent overalls coming out of this draft right now, and then the second round was stacked with elite talent. So let's hope we can hit someone here. Rodney Quirk, get him in My Hero Academia. Estrada, anybody else? Grand Pierre. Some decent names coming out of this draft so far. We're still waiting to see if we can find the faded Tiny Pecker that, like I said, got popped up back in NHL 12 for me, which is kind of what started this whole idea of testing the draft. We do have a goalie here, Kirill Jaskin. Decent skill assessment there. 3 years away. He is 20 years of age. Let me see, since the... seems sometimes whenever you get into the draft, it bumps up some development or some scouting for some guys, but it doesn't look like it has done anything too crazy here. I think we're already kind of stacked with goaltender prospects, but I mean, if nobody else really looks too crazy to me here, 55 for 5 years, this guy's gonna be like a 55 overall. Yeah, geez. 4 years, 3 years here. We might just take the elite goaltender. 2 years, Frederick Ackerman, Fakerman actually is what it would be. Just on this screen. Yeah, there we go. A competition, skill assessment looks meh. No weaknesses though. 2 years, possible medium elite. We do kind of need defense prospects, and like I said, we're kind of set at goalie right now. We have prospects in the system, nothing too crazy, so if we miss out on a medium elite goaltender, he's 20 years of age already, wouldn't be the end of the world. Let's just take a quick peek. Any other ETAs that look a little low? Possible 3 years, but no, I think we're going to go with Fakerman. Get him into the organization and see what he can turn out to be. Hopefully he does come out to be a medium elite, but possibly, and it is a confirmed 2 years, so he's going to come out as a pretty decent overall, like a 70 overall. Let's take a look. Frederick Ackerman, get on the team. 66, really? So we have a guy who's 2 years before, and he comes out as 71, so then this guy comes out as a 66. Ugh, interesting. And only medium top 6, so would have been a nicer pick if he was at least medium elite, but geez, big disappointment there. But we did see a couple 66 guys come out in that round there. Let's see what our arch nemesis do here. 57 overall, and then Colorado, what did they get? Please tell me nothing again. I need them to be in the dumpster. Okay, low top 6, nothing too crazy. I believe we do have our 4th round pick as well. Let's just take a quick peek. Yes, we do. Sim options, pick 130. And see what came out here. Volpatty, that's a name I haven't seen very frequently so far in the draft. Good to see some of those getting tossed in. There's the boy Jaskin. So 20 years old already, 63 overall. Like I said, we already had plenty of goaltending prospects, so it's not the end of the world in that regard. We got 2 guys up in the NHL right now who are young, and I shouldn't see any issues re-signing them. But if need be, I think we got 1 or 2 elites in the system right now, so we are fine there. So no harm, no foul. Anybody else here? Seeing a lot of top 9, top 6 defensemen come out right now. We do have a medium top 6 forward here, Julian Kolyakovo, I think. 5 years though. Ugh. I'd like to see something a little bit shorter than that. Come on, Lindbach, maybe he got something. It's another goaltender. Ooh, we got a little Ho here, Jesse Ho. And he's not really that little, 6'1", so he's a decent sized Ho. Mateo Konowalchuk. What a name. 5 years away for him, though. We got another medium elite goaltender again, though. Fuck. back. We got Pablo Payer, great name there, 4 years away for him. Peter Mezzi, good, do love those Slovaks. Pump those onto the team. Maddox Watt, 4 years away. Superstar ability, yeah, I don't think so. Joe Jackman. The names in this draft class are really hitting right now. Vince Moses, 5 years though. Come on, give me like a 2 or 3 year late here in the draft. Just doing a quick peek through these bottom 6 guys. I know we're kind of low. Josh Aginla, get another Aginla into the league. Frederick Hansen, no, 5 years. Low elite, 4 years, not too bad. We got 2 medium elites here. 2 years, no way. No way, Part Johnson. I mean, he is 20 years of age, so maybe it is possible. What was that guy's name back up here? Cade Kang. Anybody else? We got Stefan Eichel. Another Barkov, anti-Barkov. Okay, and then we're really low now, so we don't want to go this low, because we're already into the 7th round with looking at those picks. All right, so we got a minute 9 seconds left on the board. If need be, we could call our time out, but let's see. I think, do we just go with this guy? Let me just look at some ETAs real quick around these spots. Everybody's 5 years, 4 years. Ooh, 3 years. Was this the goalie, though? Goalie. Callie Lindbach. I just said we didn't need goalies, and I'm going to go out there and rip a goalie right off the board, so I'm going to stay away from that. Let's just go with the confirmed top 6 forward. Just get the best potential that we could possibly get out of there. 51 overall, medium top 6. I'll take that just for the potential. He's only 18 years of age, so if he was 20 or something like that, probably would have passed on it, but I don't think that's a bad pick there for the 4th round. Devils, okay, nothing there, and Colorado, we got to go back and see their pick. Got to keep a close eye on them because we can't have them sneaking off any low elites or anything like that. I might have to go trade for them if they do try to do some bullshit like that, because we are not letting that team have any success in the future years of this GM mode. They need to die and die fast. We need McKinnon and McCarr to retire. Maybe Rantanen too. I think he was still a beast overall, but I'm not seeing a lot of elites coming out of this draft, and I'm seeing the overalls and potentials fall pretty quickly. Little disappointing here. We got a top 6 or top 4 guy, Seth Lombardi there. Good pick for the Calgary Flames, offensive defenseman with some solid stats. Only 58 overall. There was the goalie, medium fringe starter. Good thing we passed on him. Jesse Ho turns out to be a grinder. The jokes just write themselves. Not going to say anything else. Don't want to get demonetized. And Chance Cashman goes to Vegas. What a name to go to Vegas. That might be one of the best that I've seen in a while, especially with the situation that he is now in. Chance Cashman, can barely say it, goes to the Vegas Golden Knights there. But let's go ahead and make our pick here in Quebec. Any good Cube boys coming out at this spot? We do have Vince Moses here, but 5 years away at 20 years of age. I'd rather not. Anything else here? Matthew Leach, good name. Playing over for Red Bull there. This draft class sucks, man. We're in the 5th round now, so I think in the 6th... Oh, I think I picked up a 7th from the trade with Philadelphia because we were able to get their picks. So we should be able to get our 2 big boys late in the draft. Oh, look at this guy. Look at the numbers that he put up, but he is 20 years of age, so meh. Par Johnson, we're seeing him again. What was his thing? 2 years? I kind of want to just test it. I mean, 1 bar, there's no chance, but... I mean, he's got decent skill. No weaknesses. Is that normal for all these other guys right now? Nah, no weaknesses for really any of them. Interesting. I guess if you see a guy with weaknesses, you go, he's he's going to be real ass at that point there. So let's see. Braden Cummins, 4 years, 5 years. Come on, give me something. Give me some elites. Where's my low elites game? We got Abraham Homer here as well. What the fuck are our scouts doing too? Why is there so much unknown? I don't get it. Come on, guys. What are we doing here? Do I have to fire the scouts? I've been threatening it like the last 3 or 4 videos with this team. We might have to get to that point. Oh, what's this guy? We got Ronald Ma. All right. I think I'm just gonna test it with that par boy. Where did he turn out to be? Why did I have this guy pinned? Chase Agostini. Maybe just because he's tall. All right, where's he at? Did I skip past him already? We got 47 seconds. There he is, Par Johnson. Let's just see. 2-year ETA, I highly doubt it. 59 overall, so probably a 3 or 4 year. Would have been more accurate for him, but being 20 years of age, not the best pick there. Let's go ahead, see who New Jersey and Colorado get. Thank God, low top 9. Always nervous about that because those are the picks that we immediately pass on. And they take a fringe goalie. Okay, so let me just double check that we have our 2 7th-round picks. We should. Let's see. Oh, did we not? Maybe I got the wrong picks. So we have 1. I saw 1. I didn't see the other one. Did I not get a 7th for this year? Oh, crap. I guess I didn't. All right. Well, glad I checked that. So let's go ahead, go back to our 6th here. We're going to take our 2 big boys. All right. So Calgary wants to give us a 7th next year. And Sam Poulin, who's got to be like 32 years old. No, thank you. Sorry, Calgary. We want our big boys in the roster. Give me a big boy. I need a big boy. Anybody else here? Let's go. Leonardo Pan goes. Aginla goes to the Penguins. Geez, there hasn't been a low elite or anything since what, like the 2nd or 3rd round. This has been probably one of the worst draft classes that I've seen. I thought it was going to turn out to be really bad when we saw that Montreal pick, but I guess not. Jermaine Rivera didn't put up bad numbers. Probably not going to be elite though, especially after seeing this class. Let's just go ahead and do our thing. Sort by height and weight. And here are our 2 boys that we are going to be taking. Salvador Ferguson, 6'7", 232 pounds, 17 years of age. And Luis Laflamme, 6'7", 233, 17 years of age as well. The 2 tallest players in the draft class, and we're going to grab them both on our team. I don't think either is expected to be drafted, but I mean, why not? I'm just going to grab him because I like the size. Hopefully one of them's an enforcer. So let's get Salvador Ferguson on the team, see what he comes out to be. Enforcer, let's go. Low bottom 6, could be worse. Let's see. The strength is a little lower than I would have liked, but we're adding a ton of enforcers into the organization now that I know with those sorting by height and weight there. So let's go back, see who those teams got there. Okay, nothing. We're still good. And then let's go ahead and sim to our last pick here. Take a quick peek back through the round. Any elites or high overall players coming out? I mean, the overalls have kind of jumped up a little bit, seeing a little bit more mid-60s or low 60s at least in this 7th round, which has been a disappointing draft so far. There we go. So we get Spike Betts. Chance Cashman and Spike Betts go to the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas, caps off to you. This is a hell of a draft for you guys. Maybe in the future I might take over Vegas and start grabbing guys like this. Chance Cashman, Spike Betts. I hope they end up on a line together one of these days. That would be absolutely incredible. Oh my god. And he was low elite too, which was insane. All right, nothing else there, so let's just go with our other big boy here and get our boy Luis Laflamme. There he is there, 6'7", 17 years of age. Get on the team, big boy. Another enforcer, low bottom 6. I will take it. Still not great in terms of strength or his fighting skill. We'd like to see it a bit higher, but hey, as an enforcer, those guys are growing up. So we got a bunch of Matthew Rempe's on the team right now. And then let's see. Oh, thank God. Colorado doesn't have the last pick in the draft. Bottom 6, Blanchard gets taken there. Rohan and Ottawa with the final pick in the draft. Grinder, medium bottom 6. Solid draft, boys, I would say. I'd say the top half of the draft with Serge and Zarkov there, and then Fakerman, not a bad pick there. And then we got our 2 big boys at the very end there. But I think the star of the show was stolen. 1 by the Montreal Canadiens with their terrible pick in the 1st round. 2 by the Vegas Golden Knights with those 2 players they picked late in the draft there with those names, their situation. And even the last guy, Spike Betts, with his low elite potential. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave your comments down below on your thoughts of how we're drafting the trade that I made. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more NHL 25 content and other gaming content. That's the end of this one. Peace.